Throughout history, the signing of treaties has had a profound impact on the modern world. Arguably, one of the most important of these treaties in modern times can be seen in the Sykes-Picot Agreement, which created the foundations for the modern-day Middle East. The Ottoman entry into the First World War on the 29th of October 1914 saw the First World War expand from the fields of Europe and Africa into the Middle East and Anatolia. This, however, also provided the Triple Entente with a chance to carve up the Ottoman Empire in the event of an Entente victory. The Sykes-Picot Agreement was a secret agreement between the British Empire and French to define what areas of the Middle East they would directly control and have influence over, with the assent of the Russian Empire and Italy. The primary negotiations for this treaty took place between the 23rd of November 1915 and the 3rd of January 1916, when the British and French diplomats Marc Sykes and François-Georges Picot initially agreed to the terms of the treaty. The agreement would then become officially ratified on the 16th of May 1916, when the respective foreign ministers for Britain and France, Edward Grey and Pierre-Paul Cambon, officially signed the Sykes-Picot Agreement. The agreement gave the British direct control and influence over most of modern-day Iraq and all of modern-day Jordan, and gave the French control and influence over modern-day Lebanon, Syria, and the remainder of Iraq, while it was agreed that Palestine would be jointly influenced by both the British and French. However, it is important to note that the Anatolian areas agreed to in this agreement were thwarted by the 1919 to 1923 War of Turkish Independence, which saw the creation of the modern-day Turkish state. The Sykes-Picot Agreement is often considered to be a betrayal of the Sharif of Mecca and the Arabs by the British, as previously the British had agreed to recognize the creation and independence of an Arab state in the Middle East if the Sharif of Mecca launched an Arab revolt against the Ottoman Empire. Believing the British promises, the Sharif launched the Arab revolt, managed to take key areas of Ottoman rule in the area, including Jerusalem and the major city of Damascus, both with British help. In 1917, however, after Russian claims to the Ottoman Empire previously made with the Entente were denied due to the Bolshevik Revolution that had just taken place, the Bolsheviks released a copy of the agreement, among other treaties, in their newspaper Pravda, and was eventually printed in the Manchester Guardian. This release of the secret treaty caused great embarrassment for the Entente and further fueled the growing mistrust between the Arabs and the Entente. The instability and conflict in the Middle East today can be traced back to this agreement, as the modern-day borders in the Middle East were drawn up initially in this agreement, with little or no regard for the ethnic and religious borders already existing within this already complex region.